I really need a new tripod. Y'all, I know I hadn't done a video in a long time, but there's a reason for that. Let me tell you. In the past month alone, we have been told that my youngest son, the baby, has an enlarged heart. My oldest son had to get surgery to get a piece of paper out of his ear. And we're looking at moving within the next 9 months. We've been busy. Oh yeah, you like my cup? I guess it's backwards to y'all. I got it at the Alamo. I don't know. Anyway, so I just thought I'd get on and tell y'all how my day went this morning, because it's like, 8 o'clock, I'm pretty much done for the day. I wish. Look at you smiling. The baby's in my lap. He was asleep. I guess I woke him up. Anyway, this morning, 1 o'clock rolls around. 1 o'clock in the morning. The baby is crying. He normally sleeps through the night, but, it's not unusual to have a midnight feeding. Okay, so. But I had stayed up the night before. I couldn't sleep, so I'm a little drowsy or whatever. I pick him up. I put him in the bed, give him some milk, put him back in his bed. And I feel like I had just laid down and closed my eyes, and he's crying again. And I'm like, what the hey? And then I hear my husband get up and go get him, and I'm like, what are you doing? You never get the baby. Because his thing is, he works, so he sleeps. And I have lactation, so I wake up. I don't think he's ever gotten up in the middle of the night with a baby. Never. But anyway, I'm like, you never get up. What are you doing? And he's like, it's 5:30. I'm getting ready for work. And I roll over and I check my phone, because it's my alarm clock and my camera and everything else. It's even my Bible. I have not actually cracked open a paper Bible in a long time. But, it really was 5:30. So I'm like, all right, well, whatever. I feed him again and get him back to sleep. And then I'm like, I'm resting till I have to get up and get my son to school, because we are lazy school people. We should probably homeschool, because our morning consists of waking up at 7 a.m., fixing lunch, eating breakfast, getting dressed, getting out the door by 7:30. Oh, excuse me. I have got some indigestion going on today. I think I get myself an ulcer worrying about this baby, but anyway, so we do everything in 30 minutes and run out the door like crazy people. Most of the time I'm in footy pajamas, and so is everybody else. But I bet that lady at the car drop-off really loves me, because my car is always a mess, and, like, sometimes trash falls out, and, like, she has to pick it up, and, like, I'm sorry. 3 kids who don't pick up after themselves. Anyway. She probably loves me. It's so embarrassing, because I'm, like, in my pajamas, and there's crap falling in my car. I'm like, yeah. Anyway. So, no, okay. So, I lay down and roll over and go to sleep. And my eyes close for like a second. And then I hear something. I swear to God, it's somebody hollering my child's name. But apparently it wasn't, because nobody hollered my child's name. But anyway, I was glad I woke up, because I look over and one of my children is missing. Like, there's 1, there's 2, where's 3? So I'm like, Owen, where'd you go? And I'm like trying to be quiet, because I don't want to wake up the other 2. And then finally I'm like, Kenny! Because he's still in the living room getting dressed. And he's like, what? And I'm like, where's And he's like in the bed. Because, like, we try not to. The kids have their own room, but we do wind up co-sleeping most of the time. So they're supposed to be in bed with us. So I'm like, no, he's not. And he's like, he's right beside you. And then sits there and continues getting dressed like I didn't just announce that we were missing a child. And that ain't even. Anyway, so I find him. He's using the potty. He's potty training, and he's to the point where he goes by himself instead. Don't spill that, baby. Where he goes by himself instead of announcing it. So he's in the bathroom, so that's fine. I lay down to go sleep again. My husband waltzes in. I'm going to work. And saying his goodbyes and everything. And I'm like, finally, I am going to get 15 minutes of sleep here before my alarm goes off. 15 whole minutes. Because the one that was in the bathroom, our middle, isn't coming back to bed. And my oldest decides he's going to wake up too. And he starts giggling, going, I tricked Daddy. He thought I was asleep. He went to work thinking I was asleep. And I wasn't. There's not enough coffee for this day. Anyway, so then, like, I read, like, every morning I read off the lunch menu for the school. And I'm like, so do you want to eat in the lunchroom or do you want me to fix you a lunch? I want a lunchbox. What do you want in your lunchbox? I don't know. You make whatever you want. Well, I'm not eating it, hun. You are. So I make him some fish sticks. And some cheese. Because he likes cheese. Oh, is it empty? Yeah. I'll fix you some in a minute. But he likes hard cheese, so I give him like hard cheese and some fruit and a meat. And whatever. As long as it ain't got peanut butter, the school don't care. Okay. If it's got peanut butter, you gonna have the, you know, holy wars on you, but whatever. Don't play with scissors. Put them down. Yeah, I've got to finish today. Okay, anyway. So, I'll get to the end of this, you know, if the kids will quit talking to me. So, anyway, I make his lunch. And I'm like, well, while I'm making you lunch, you go find your shoes. Because I had to get him dressed this morning, so he didn't have to pick out his own clothes. Because it's Dr. Seuss Day, so I had to pick out his clothes. Dr. Seuss week. Yay. Don't you love that there's like 8 weeks during the school year where like the whole week you have to wear something funny? There's like homecoming week. I guess that's Spirit Week. Is that Spirit Week? And then there's like Dare Week. And now there's Dr. Seuss Week. And like, our kids don't need to dress up that much. They know school's not fun. You don't have to trick them. Anyway, so he's looking for his shoes. He can't find his shoes. We tell them every day, when you get home, put your shoes in the closet. Put your socks inside your shoes and put your shoes in the closet. Nobody's shoes are in the closet. Neither one of my kids' shoes are in a closet. We looked and looked and looked for a good 20 minutes. I don't know how we weren't. If it weren't for the fact that we woke up early this morning, we would have been late, like late. Anyway, we looked for a good 20 minutes for them shoes. They were under his bed. I don't know. He doesn't even take his shoes off in his bedroom, so I don't know how they got in there. Anyway, so find his shoes. And my husband texts me at 7 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm sorry, at 15 till 7. And says 15 minutes. And I'm like, till what? And he didn't reply. And I was like, hello? And he didn't reply. And finally at 7 o'clock, I was like, it's been 15 minutes. So, you know, whatever you're counting down for has happened. And he's like, oh, no, that's how long it takes me to ride a bike to work. It's like, okay. Because, like, he's trying to lose weight. Because, like, The military is stupid because apparently your professionalism is tied to your waistline. Like, if I had to diet the way that the way that I've seen my husband diet, I would not be mission ready. I would be like shaken and low sugar, and because he's fit. Okay, like he is very far from a dad bod. He's got a little bit of love handle on the side, but like who doesn't? But he is far from a dad bod. And yet somehow he busted tape. And like he's like a PT stud. He maxes everything, whatever that means, but like he still busted tape. So he's trying to get healthy, and he also wanted a sleeve, a tattoo sleeve, as he's getting out of the military. So, what he did was he found a tattoo artist here, a reputable one, not like some random, like it's actually a tattoo shop with good reviews and, you know, a health inspection that's up to date. Because I know it sounds fishy, but he traded his car for a tattoo so that he would be forced to ride his bike to work and lose weight. And apparently I needed to know that it takes him 15 minutes to drive to work, to bike to work. So all that happens. We get out the door. We're headed to school. And like, my kid hates school. He hates school. So he's like, I was like, are you ready to go to school? Because he missed last week because of his surgery. I was like, are you ready to go to school? But yet when I pull up in the parking lot, he don't even let me get up to where the teachers are opening the door. He just jumps out of the car. And then like, I'm stuck. They announced 3 times this year. 3 times this year, not to have conversations with your kids in the drop-off line. This is not the time or place for it. We all are in our pajamas, and we want to go home and go back to bed. I get behind the one woman who apparently didn't get that memo because it took her 15 minutes to get her daughter out of the car and give her all the sugars and the kisses and the hugs and get in the school. And my kid's already jumped out, so then the teachers are running up to my car, like trying to yank open my door. I'm like, he gone. Bye. Oh, it's been a day. It has been a morning. I've still got a ton of crap to do. Because let me tell you this. I know this is a really long video, but like, it's been a while. So like, you've got time. You haven't seen none of my videos in a long time. So, but my husband bought me a hedgehog. I've wanted a hedgehog forever. I love hedgehogs. They're just like me. They're prickly on the outside, and then they have a soft underbelly. And they also hiss at strangers. So, you know, it's just like me. He got this hedgehog, and they take a lot of work and a lot of research because they're an exotic pet. So they're not like a dog where like you get it and you go buy some food and you take it for a walk, you know, 2 or 3 times a day. No. Hedgehogs have to be held for 30 minutes a day at minimum, or they get desocialized. They have to be fed a specific food that you can only get at certain pet stores, not cat food. Everyone will tell you cat food, but they can't live on cat food alone. They have to have certain shampoos for a bath. They have to, you know, be a certain temperature or they go into hibernation. So like, they're a lot of work, which I knew this. I have researched this. Apparently the people we bought it from did not. So there's that, which I'm going to go in detail in another video eventually. But like, that was an interesting experience too. Anyway, so this morning, when I come in here and my husband was getting dressed, you know, my kids had decided that they weren't going to, or when I had been looking for Owen, actually, is when I come in here because I went to bed after that. Tried to anyway. He goes, have you checked on your little friend today? And I was like, I just woke up. No. And he's like, he left you a present. And I'm like, okay, like, did he piddle in the shape of a heart or something? Like, and he's like, no, he pooped. They tend to do that. It's a bodily function. They tend to defecate places. So, is defecate the right word? Hey, Alexa, define defecate.
Defecate is a verb that means to discharge feces from the bowels
Yeah.
to the anus.
Defecate. It's been a morning. It's been a hot minute since I had to know that word. I can't. Okay. So that's my morning. 15 minutes worth of my morning. I hope you enjoyed it.